Peace and love, beautiful people. Have you missed me? I've missed delivering y'all cards and messages and such. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to be using a tarot deck of mine. The Tarot of the Divine. I was really drawn to this deck because of the artwork and the use of fairy tale and folklore. So I'm going to be using this deck to see what messages we need to hear for our highest and greatest good as a collective. And although I'm using a tarot deck, I will probably interpret them the same way that I like to intuitively with the oracle cards, and I will probably also read what's in the guidebook. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these a little bit, so bear with me, and let's see what Spirit has to offer. See what Spirit has to offer today. One more time. Whoop. All right. Thank you, Spirit Guides. So many cards in this deck. Should I go for it like this? I'm gonna go for it. Let's see what flies. See what flies out. Anything. So many cards. I might have to split. Yeah, I'm gonna just split the deck, y'all. I'm gonna just split the deck, alright? Okay. Just gonna pull 3 cards. Ooh, baby. The first 2 are in the reverse. So we've got the 3 of Wands. We've got the 9 of Cups. And lastly, we've got the Ace of Cups. Okay. So, looking at this 3 of Wands, intuiting it, we see a woman or a figure climbing up a ladder, and it almost looks like there's some instability because her hand looks like it's slipping or like it can't quite reach to where she wants to go. Grasping at straws, maybe? She has this castle in the background. She's getting away from that. What are you running from? This is also giving the energy of going alone and going fast as opposed to going together and going far. Let's see what this says. Okay, 3 of Wands. This is from The Enchanted Pig, which is a Romanian fairy tale. It says, the 3 of Wands represents hard work and travel. The princess takes a long journey to rescue her prince, making sacrifices and surviving trials along the way. If she stays motivated, her efforts will be rewarded. Okay. Keep in mind this card was in the reverse, right? So when this card is in the reverse, it represents returning home, wallowing, frustration, or delays. Sometimes a delay is divinely orchestrated, and we weren't meant to go to the destination that was originally conceived in our mind. Sometimes we gotta go back to the place we came from, grab a couple extra tools. You know, maybe she needed to go back and grab some snacks. She forgot to bring some food along the way on her adventure to go save someone, and she's starving. How do we rectify this? Okay, the next cup that we got also in the reverse is the Nine of Cups. Now, when I see Nine of Cups, I think of cardology and the playing cards as well, and so I think of the Nine of Hearts. With this being the Nine of Hearts, me thinking of it that way, that is a card of wish fulfillment, but nines are also a sign of losses, completion, or new beginnings. Sometimes you gotta lose something to gain something, right? And in the case of this particular image, he seems quite smitten, quite happy, and indulging in luxuries. He has 4 chalices in the forefront. Like, why do you have that many drinks at once? That seems a little bit greedy. Let's see what this is saying about the Nine of Cups and what story this is based on. Okay. Or excuse me. Yeah, it's still the Nine of Cups. So this is based off, and please excuse my pronunciation, Taj al-Muluk and the Princess Dunya. It comes from Iran, and it is an Arabic folk tale. The Nine of Cups represents a happy ending achieved in unexpected ways. That makes sense. Prince Taj al-Muluk fell in love with Princess Dunya, but she refused men. He used trickery, disguising himself as a woman in order to win her heart. Oh, that's why his wardrobe looks that way. I didn't want to assume, but he's actually in disguise. See, and this was in the reverse, remember? All right, this is painting a very clear picture for me now. Okay, so as I mentioned about the Nine of Hearts, this does represent dreams fulfilled, pleasure, recognition, and triumph when it's upright. However, we received this card in the reverse, remember? So that's about greed, which I did mention with all those cups, devastation, pessimism, addiction, and self-loathing. Perhaps this card is calling on us to reflect on our unhealthy indulgences, our unhealthy consumption, and releasing what does not serve us, releasing those small things that add up and seem to bring little bits of joy to our life, releasing those, sacrificing those things in order to gain something bigger, more prosperous, something more aligned with the direction we should be headed in, okay? Also, if you are dealing with self-loathing, perhaps this is a call for you to look in that mirror, spend some time with the mirror, with the real you, with new eyes, and see yourself for the beauty that you are internally, and allow that to radiate externally. And you know what? Maybe if you're self-loathing in terms of your beauty, right? Because self-loathing can be derived from different things. If your self-loathing is tied to beauty, maybe it's just time for you to get that new haircut, that new hair color. Do something for yourself that makes you feel beautiful. And if your self-loathing is tied to, you know, how you feel reflected as a person, maybe this is just a call to dig deeper, to maybe go to therapy, to do some self-development work. Maybe this is a call to really explore what lights you up and who implanted the idea within you first to hate yourself. Okay, last but not least, we got the Ace of Cups, and this was upright, baby. All right, so Ace of Cups, like Ace of Hearts, right? New beginnings, new love, could even be new ideas, a fresh cup of water. Can breathe. You can breathe. Let's look in here and see what it says about the Ace of Cups and what folklore this is tied to. Oh, no wonder. Okay, this card is actually tied to Matsuo's sake. Matsuo's sake. This comes from Japan, Japanese mythology. It says the Ace of Cups marks a new beginning, a reason to drink and be merry, and to open up to subconscious feelings. Sake is a drink of the gods, bringing people closer to the spirit world. When this is upright, it represents happiness, love, intimacy, new emotions, and compassion. Okay, so it looks like this, right? Let's put this story together. As a collective, we are returning home or finding a new home and reassessing our toolkit, going back out into the world. And as we do so, we are releasing greed, we are embracing authenticity, we are expressing gratitude for that which we have and that which is coming in. And we are showing ourselves love in that process. And as we do, we are realizing the beautiful blessings and new opportunities that are in front of us. Just waiting for us to clear a couple cobwebs, bringing us closer to our unadulterated state, bringing us closer to love, closer to God, closer to source, closer to your higher self, whatever it is that you subscribe to. Reclaim your joy, reclaim your love, reclaim your peace. Things might be a little muddy right now, okay? But where you're going, that muddy trail that will be behind you won't dim this light. Peace. Take what resonates and leave the rest.